Hello, welcome to Angel Feathers Healing. Today I have a special treat because I created my own tarot spread that I put on Instagram, and I just wanted to share with you in the following readings for each sign. So I actually enjoy creating my own spreads. So if you're interested, check out my Instagram. I do want to start creating more. So this tarot spread is for spring. So the first part that we're going to look at, Aries, is the seed. What is something new that you're planting in your life this spring? Okay. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cross watchers are welcome. What do we have for Aries? What is something new that you're planting in your life this spring? Patience. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Okay, so we have patience here. This is something that I think everyone needs to really embrace, especially in this new season. I've noticed in your last reading for fire signs, right now has seemed to have been a time of transformation, huge changes, new beginnings. So, you may be starting a project where it requires patience. If there has been a problem, like the recent towers that all the fire signs seem to have received, patience is important in order to just sit back and watch the progress. Watch the changes happen in front of you. Something new that you're planting in your life this spring. What reminds me I'm free? Liberate. Okay? There's that renewal, that spring renewal, that's change. Okay, so you may have suffered a loss lately in career, financial, relationships, and you might have realized that this new planting that you're having this spring is your liberation. Okay, you may actually have lost that to show you that you were caged. You were trapped. It wasn't a place for you. So find things that remind you that you're free. I just went on a hike yesterday, and it really was therapeutic. As far as, wow, first of all, I'm out of shape. So I realized what my body needs, and being surrounded by all those trees and looking out from the mountain, it just reminds you that the present moment is the most important. You control your actions, you control how you feel. So liberate yourself. Okay. What else do we have for new changes this spring, Aries? Caregiver. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. just as you received care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. Okay, now, one direction I see this in, and that's taking it literally, and I hate to say that, but it's that loss of someone that you cared for so much. And that doesn't mean death. It could mean death, that you were a caregiver to someone and now you are feeling the freedom of that. And I know there's a lot of guilt, because I have been a caregiver multiple times in my life to take care of someone who was sick or sick and dying, and it takes a toll on you. And that guilt and shame that you may feel sometimes, where you're obligated, but you're obligated because you care and you love. But it's okay. It's okay to breathe after that happens. There's no reason to feel guilty. You sacrificed your time, everything, to care for someone else, and I think that's very honorable. So that's one way of looking at the caregiver and the patience and liberation here. Another thing is that you may have just put in time into the wrong person, the wrong project, the wrong job. It wasn't aligned with you. But Spirit knew how much you poured into it, how much you gave up your time and your heart. And, they're recognizing your efforts. And they're helping you take control of your life and feel free and bring in fresh air into this spring for you, Aries. Last one for something new that you're planting in your life this spring. In the light of the moon, a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fear to your soul's beauty. The full moon was, let's say, 2 weeks ago. And I feel that this full moon shed light on everything that you dwelled on. The negativity, the resistance of change. And I feel like this moon was very transformational for you. And that moon was telling you to exercise patience. It's coming. Okay? So this freedom, this fresh energy, this light after the storm, the calm after the storm is here this spring for you, Aries. So you just need to relax and trust. That's beautiful. Okay. Let me just put these back. All right. So the next one is our sprout. How is this new thing taking root in your life? So what signs of growth are you going to see, even if they're small? What signs of growth are you going to see, Aries, this spring, even if they're small? Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Captive. Do you see that? There's that liberation. You know, we don't want to feel trapped in our emotions. It's okay to look at how you felt in certain situations. It's okay to really sit in them, but you don't want to get lost in those emotions, because that's where that devil energy comes into play. You know, all those negative thoughts that just linger and linger and linger until the point where you feel caged. And we're not getting back there. We are surrendering our emotions. What signs of growth will we see, even if they're small? What is next in my becoming? Dragonfly. There we go. What growth are we going to see, even if they're small? Here's that transformation. Okay. What are we going to turn into? What are we going to be inspired by? How are we going to liberate ourselves? Because look, we're carefree, man. What is your next big move? Now is the time to celebrate spreading our wings and going towards the sun. What signs of growth are we going to see? You may even be seeing dragonflies, actually. Okay. So you may also see support. Okay. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Okay, so you are most likely receiving new support, new relationships, new friendships, new community. I think it's really important to align yourself with like-minded people, because whether they stay, whether they go, you are learning lessons from each other. You will have a mutual benefit to help each other grow. What new growth? Oh my God, I can't make this shit up. Mutual beneficial venture. Jesus. Thank you for the validation. There is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. So I believe these are sea anemones and the clownfish, right? So I believe that listen, I am not a science person. I took animal biology for a semester, okay? But from Finding Nemo, I believe these are harmful to most fish in the environment, except for the clownfish. Somehow they are able to not be killed by the sea anemones. So again, you are receiving connections that will be mutually beneficial. They are important for your growth. They are important for your new beginning. They are important for this huge turn that you are taking in your life on a brand new path. Okay. All right, now we have rain. This is the rain part of our reading, and that is, what challenges or obstacles might you encounter as you nurture this new growth? So what are your challenges and obstacles this spring? What are your challenges and obstacles? Nope. One card. What are your challenges and obstacles, Aries? Direction. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring me a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Okay, so the challenge and obstacle is that self-doubt, that being on this journey to this new place you're going in, this new trajectory, you are fearing the unknown. You're fearing the direction you go in. But that trust in the direction you're going in is important, because it doesn't matter if you don't know where you're going. Focus on the present. Focus on today. How do you feel today? One step, one action in the right direction is progress. So as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep working towards your goals, working towards what you want, you will make progress. It doesn't matter if it's slower than others. It doesn't matter if it takes longer than others. But you need to trust in yourself. You need to trust in divine. Because this is anxiety and worry. This is your head. Your mind is playing tricks on you as the obstacle. Okay, so we have action, action, action in your reading, but your mind is going to try holding you back. Don't let that happen. You have a new beginning for a reason. You just have to trust that it's the right direction. What challenges or obstacles might you encounter as you nurture this new growth? of yours, Aries. Challenges or obstacles. Okay, we have the killdeer here. Am I carrying myself with love? Am I carrying myself with love? Strut. So, why would that be an obstacle? Think about that. Here's that self-doubt. Here's the self-love part. This is all about your mind. Okay? You need to see that you are unique, that everything about you is beautiful. What spark do you have? Embrace who you are with confidence. Put on a show. Strut your stuff. The killdeer looks very unique. Okay? The killdeer's kind of like that empress energy. Embrace your empress or emperor side. What challenges or obstacles for Aries? Finding your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? Again. May I say again? These are all about your thoughts. These are all worries. These are all anxieties. This is all ego. You need to take the time to embrace these new changes with confidence and love and get out of your head. What's the worst that could happen? You know, I thought that I would never survive my divorce. I got divorced it started during the pandemic, and I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to me. And I've had a lot of moments in my life where I'm like, I can't make it through. I can't make it through. This is the worst thing. And then gradually, through a lot of work, when you come out of it, sometimes you're like, why did I waste all that time going through all of that? Or why did I not just let that go? Or look at me. Look at how far I've come. Because at that point, I couldn't even make it through a day. But look how far I've come after months, years, decades. Okay? So baby steps, step by step. Just focus on you. You can't do anything unless you love yourself first. That's the truth. Okay, setting up parameters as our challenges. Assess. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. Okay, so we are setting up boundaries. This is an obstacle here, so we may struggle with respecting ourselves, because if we're going along with these other cards here, then we have that self-doubt, that lack of self-worth, and really struggling with who we are and how we feel. If you don't own up to all of this and start taking care of yourself, then how do you show others how to respect you if you can't respect yourself? So assess the relationships in your life. Really you have to assess the relationship with yourself first. Know what you want in a relationship with others. Know what you don't want. Know how you want to feel and not feel. That's how you create your boundaries. Being clear with your needs and your wants and your goals. Okay, so exciting. I know this is just the beginning of my journey, but I will be setting up a Patreon profile. It will be $5 a month, and you will have access to all of the readings, all of the extendeds actually. And I will do the extended for this reading, Aries. We are going to focus on the sunlight, which is the next one. What kind of support or encouragement will help this new growth thrive? And then we have the bloom. What kind of beauty or fruit might you expect in the future? And the last one is the harvest. What lessons can you learn from this process of growth and change? Thank you for joining me, Aries. I hope this helps.